At the beginning of the story we see Vin, who was fighting his opponent Yan. Vin beats him a lot in the first round, which makes everyone think that he will win this fight. But Yan wanted to win this fight at any cost. That's why he takes help of black magic. Seeing his son defeated, Vin's father Han becomes aware of his cunningness. They see that one of his men was giving power to the vehicle with the help of black magic. Without wasting any time, they attack the man and punch him hard, breaking his spell. As soon as the strength of the vehicle weakens, Vin gathers his courage again and counterattacks with full force, defeating Yan and winning the match. When Vin is talking to his girlfriend after the fight is over, then his eyes fall on some unknown people wearing black suits who were standing around his father, Han. In fact, Han had a sacred amulet with the power of which any black magic or its effects could be easily eliminated. Shan asks him to sell his amulet and offers him a lot of money in return, but Han refuses to sell the amulet. Shane tells her, if this is your wish then it's fine, but don't blame me later. Saying this, he threatens to kill her and leaves from there. While returning home in the evening, Vin asks his father who those people were and why they wanted his amulet. On this his father tells him, "Son, sometimes in life only strength and intelligence are not enough. Sometimes a third thing is also needed to achieve something." When both of them are passing through a deserted road, a car comes and stops in front of them. Before they could understand anything, some people come out of the car and suddenly start firing. Seeing the situation worsening, Vin's father throws him out of the car to save him. Vin ran to save himself from the bullets and hid in a nearby pit. As soon as the shooting ends, a man in a red shirt drives up to the car and shoots Han and snatches the amulet from him. As soon as the amulet is touched, the tattoos on his body stop moving, as if some kind of curse was being removed from his body. Vin is watching all this happening with his own eyes, but he is unable to do anything. The next day when Vin opens his eyes, he finds himself in the hospital. Vin's friends tell him that your father had got you insured a few days ago, as if they already knew what was going to happen. Vin was completely devastated by his father's death. When he returns home in the evening, he becomes emotional after seeing his father's pictures on the wall, and he remembers some old things about his father, as he often used to say, "Sometimes to win, along with strength and brains, a third thing is also necessary." One day when he was sitting in front of the temple and praying, his eyes fell on a book in which black magic and the mantras to perform it were written. He had understood that his father's death was a well-planned conspiracy in which black magic was used. Now only one question was echoing in his mind, that why were those people after the amulet and what was their objective? He gets the spells written in the book tattooed on his body and seeks out a necromancer who specializes in black magic. He learns many customs and methods from him, which was necessary to completely understand and use black magic. Along with this, he starts strengthening himself physically and mentally. With time, he became so expert in black magic that he took many terrible and mysterious powers under his control so that he could avenge his father's death. A few months later, Vin learns of a mysterious cult named Lore of the Universe. This organization used to lure common people with money, success and happiness and peace and trap them in black magic. This was a business that trapped innocent lives and pushed them into the darkness of blind faith and fear. Vin now understood that he was not facing any ordinary criminal but a powerful necromancer and his disciples. He is surprised when he learns that his girlfriend Rachel has also become a part of this dangerous organization. Earlier she was a struggling model, but now she is very popular. In the press conference, Rachel tells that when her boyfriend left her a few months ago, she went into deep depression. But after joining this organization, his life changed completely. Not only did she earn a lot of money from here, but now she feels stronger and happier than ever. This statement of Rachel and her post spreading on social media had inspired millions of people to become a part of the lore of the universe. Miss Lena, who laid the foundation of this organization. When she finds out that her partner has cheated on her, she sends her manager Ren to Ira to convince her. Ren tells Ira, "I want you to think again before leaving us." Ira says, "I am going to launch my own course and earn a lot of money from it. That too without sharing it with anyone, and if you or your syndicate come in my way, I will expose you completely in front of everyone." Ren was scared inside due to Ira's threat. Therefore, while leaving, he silently does black magic on her. As soon as Ren leaves from there, Ira suddenly starts suffocating while she is having breakfast. She gets nervous and tries to stand up. But then a big centipede takes him out of his mouth. She fell on the ground and started writhing in agony, and within no time she died a painful death. On the other hand, we see Vin, who has tracked down Shane, the same man who initially came to take the amulet from his dad. When he followed her and reached her house, Shane suddenly got a little nervous seeing her in front of him and took out his gun and asked him to step back. But Vin doesn't listen to him and goes ahead, snatches the gun from him and beats him badly. He asks why she wanted that amulet and why she killed his father. To which Shane tells him, "I didn't kill your father, I'm just a middleman. I collect items related to black magic and hand them over to the company. They sell these things to rich people in return, for which I get some commission. I don't know anything else." He gives her a tablet which had a list of the company's owner along with all the items he had collected so far. While Vin is checking the list, Shane treacherously shoots him, but the pills have no effect on Vin. Before Shane can do anything else, Vin snatches the gun from him and asks him about his father's murderer. Before Shane can tell anything, a necromancer who was keeping an eye on Vin performs black magic on Shane, killing him on the spot. The next day, when Vin comes to meet Rachel at her house, Rachel is a little surprised to see him. She asks, "Where were you missing for so many months?" But Vin doesn't answer her questions. He tells Rachel that the organization she works for is involved in suspicious activity. "Stay away from them. I am worried about you." Saying this, Vin leaves from there. Officer Lin and Chan, who were investigating Shane's murder, came to know from the autopsy report that Shane was poisoned. It has badly damaged his stomach and intestines. However, the exact identity of the poison has not been established yet. A man who was listening to all their conversation tells them that this man died due to black magic. If you want to solve this case, then you will have to take the help of a necromancer. While Officer Lin is researching black magic and the cult murders that have occurred over the years, she comes across a detective who was himself a necromancer and had mysteriously disappeared while investigating these cult murders about 15 years ago. We now see Vin, who learns from his friends that Lena's company sells various items such as black magic voodoo dolls and amulets. Preparations are underway to send him to Indonesia illegally. This was a good opportunity for Vin to weaken the company by exposing it. He prepares a plan and silently enters Lena's factory at night, where things related to black magic were kept stored. When Ren is preparing to close the warehouse, then Vin secretly sets fire to the entire shipment. But Ren sees him and comes forward to stop him, after which a fight starts between them. Ren uses black magic to summon a dangerous monster and unleashes it on Vin, finding himself weak before the monster's power. Vin also resorts to black magic and summons a powerful dragon to destroy the monster. Once the dragon wins, Vin pushes Ren into the fire, leaving her burning, and storms out of the factory. When Victor hears about a fire in the factory, he immediately informs Lena. The next day, Lena and Victor visit Ren in the hospital. Ren was his special man, but due to his failure he had suffered a loss of lax. So she tells Victor to get him killed. On the other hand, we see Vin, who had come to a club with his friends to celebrate this victory. When his friend Tao goes to get noodles for both of them, Pai asks Vin, "Why don't you leave this work to the police?" Before Pai can finish talking, Lena's men come there and open fire on them. In this sudden attack, Pi dies on the spot. They also try to kill Vin, but he somehow saves his life and comes out of the club. When Tao reached the club with the noodles, he saw that Pi had died. Vin was standing at a distance watching all this, but could not do anything even if he wanted to. The next day of this incident, when Victor was trying to understand the case with other officers, he says, "In the CCTV footage we have seen Vin roaming around the company several times. It seems to me that this matter is related to his father's death. Maybe he is behind all these murders. Therefore we should not leave it like this. We are going to have a party tonight and I am sure he will come here." He puts pressure on the commissioner and requests him to arrest him as soon as possible. In the evening, when Lena is enjoying a party with her rich friends, then in the same party, Chan and other police officers take up their positions so that they can arrest Vin. After some time, Vin comes to the party and uses black magic to stop time for a few moments. He is married to Lena. "Why did you get my father killed?" Lena replies with surprise, "I didn't get anyone killed." While talking to Lena, Victor breaks Vin's spell, alerting the other officers. Seeing Vin close to Lena, they fire at him. When he is running away from there to save his life, an officer shoots at him, but those bullets have no effect on Vin. Chan chases Vin and arrests him at gunpoint. But this time also Vin escapes from his hands. After some time, when Lin reaches there, she sees that Chan's condition is very serious. When Chan is admitted to the hospital, he tells Lian about a key and he dies. Upon opening Chan's locker, Lian finds the file of a necromancer named Captain Ethi. Upon investigation, he learns that Ethi and Chan were real brothers and that Ethi is currently imprisoned in a prison in Bangkok. Lin was confident that Ethi would definitely help him in stopping these murders being committed through black magic. So she goes to meet him in jail. Lin tells Ethi, "Your brother Chan is no more in this world. Before she died, she told me about you because she was sure that you would definitely help me." As soon as she takes out the paper found with Chan, E.T. quickly snatches it and hypnotizes Lin, erases the mantras on the wall and comes out of jail. He prepares himself again for the outside world so that he can take revenge on his brothers' murderers. We now see Vin, who is hiding from the police, while he was waiting for his girlfriend at the metro station. Lena's men surround him and attack him. He tries his best to save himself while fighting with them but cannot last long before they kill him. He uses black magic to eliminate them. Vin was trying to stand up while controlling himself when suddenly Ethi appears in front of him. He felt that Ethi had come here to kill him. That's why he uses black magic on her. But his magic has no effect on Ethi. Vin also calls his dragon as a last hope, but the dragon retreats in fear of Ethi's presence. Vin had understood that things were not going to work out like this. He tries to defeat Ethi by fighting him, but Ethi soon overpowers him and takes complete control of him. With the help of black magic, he reads Vin's mind and learns that he did not kill Chan. After knowing this, Ethi leaves Vin and goes away from there without saying anything. That night, when Lena is preparing to sleep, Ethi comes in her dream and asks her about Chan. Lena says that she does not know any Chan nor has she killed anyone. But Ethi says angrily that you people live only to fulfill your desires. Who knows how many dreams you have swallowed? Now you will definitely be punished for this. Saying this, he drowns Lena in blood. But the next moment when she opened her eyes, she found that it was just a dream. That same night, when Vin comes to Rachel's house to meet her, he sees Victor in her room and realizes that Rachel is having an affair with him. He hides himself behind the gate to avoid her. But some bodyguards see him. To escape from those people, Vin starts running upstairs and hides in a room. But Victor suddenly attacks and captures him. He asks Vin, "Did you find out who killed your father?" Vin gets angry at Victor's words and he pushes him back. Victor angrily takes off his wig and says to Vin, "Now I remember something. I was the one who killed your father that night." Vin had become even more angry due to Victor's words. While fighting with him, he attacks him several times one after the other. But Vin's attack has no effect on him at all. During the fight, Victor beats Vin very badly and breaks one of his hands. But Vin cures himself by using black magic. He fights with him again and tries to kill him, but this time Victor breaks his leg. Every time Vin tried to fight him by healing himself, he got hurt more and more. Sometimes a bone would be broken and sometimes some parts of the body would be badly injured. Vin had now understood that he was much weaker than him, and in this condition he could never defeat him. Before Victor can finish him off, he uses magic to summon his dragon and releases it at Victor. To save himself, Victor also takes out his monster and pits it against the dragon. Before Victor can kill both of them, Vin escapes. With his broken body, Vin lay writhing in pain in the street. Just then Ethy comes to him and cures him with the help of black magic and then leaves from there. Without saying anything, we now see Victor and Lena discussing the murders that have occurred over the past few days. Lena asks Victor, "Do you know any Inspector Chan?" But Victor says, "No, I don't know any such person." Lena says something is wrong. There is a big threat looming over this company. To avert this disaster, I have to perform a ritual as soon as possible, and for this I need your help. I hope you will not disappoint me this time. That night, when Tao arrives home with Vin, Lin also arrives there so that she can arrest him. Tao makes Vin lie down on the sofa in an unconscious state and starts waiting for him to come to his senses. Lane tells him, "You know, right? Your friend is the prime suspect in this case. In the last few days, he was present at every crime scene where perhaps he should not have been there." Tar tells him that Vin cannot murder anyone. He is just trying to find his father's murderer. The next day, Lin comes to the office and collects information about Lena and the people associated with the company. She tells the commissioner that investigation has revealed that Lena's people are also involved in these murders. Lena is deliberately misleading us and wants to trap Vin and prove him to be the murderer so that she can save her company. The commissioner doesn't like Lin's report very much, so he sends her out and asks her to prepare a new report. After the end of duty, when Lin reaches the boxing center, Vin asks her, "Have you come to arrest me?" Lin tells him, "You are just a suspect right now. There is no concrete evidence against you, so I..." Both of them are talking when Tao comes there. He tells Vin, "Lena is going to throw a party tomorrow. Everyone will be present there. This is your only chance to avenge your father's death." Lin explains to Vin that if you get caught, you will be put in jail forever if you really want revenge. So together we will definitely find some other way. Vin was thinking about this when he heard a strange sound, after which the lights start switching off one by one. Before anyone can understand anything, the demonic forces pull Dao back. Vin immediately uses black magic to save her. But till then, those devils cut Tao's body into pieces and killed him brutally. Lin was now very frightened by this incident. She asks Vin, "Why don't you leave all this to the police?" Vin explains to her that we are all just pawns in this game. The real mastermind is someone else. If we do nothing, our fate will be the same as everyone else's. That very night, when Lena is performing rituals with her disciples, Issy arrives there. Before Lena could understand anything, Vin comes there and grabs her by the throat and makes her fall down on her knees. Seeing the situation worsening, Victor uses black magic and takes out the monsters and leaves them at stake. Lena says to Victor, "What are you doing?" Here we get to know her real intentions. Victor tells her that the company you are running today was once my father's, but because of your deception, it got ruined. I still remember the day when my father took my mother's life. I am not asking you for this company because it is already mine. While fighting those monsters, Ethy tries to reach Lena, but it is too late as Victor has already killed her by turning her into stone. Ethy tries his best to defeat him by fighting him, but he was so powerful that Ethy's attack had no effect on him. There comes a moment during the fight when Effie takes control of Victor. He uses his magic on her and awakens her memories. And he comes to know that it is he who has killed Chan. Victor tells him that to become powerful, I needed not you but the black magic hidden inside you. Saying this, he starts attracting the black magic present inside Ithi. Seeing Effie weak, Vin also jumps into the fight and both of them together face him. By absorbing the powers of the necromancer, Victor had now become so powerful that even Effie and Vin together were unable to do any harm to him. Seeing the situation getting out of control, Vin uses his powers to once again summon the dragon and destroy it as soon as the right opportunity comes. Effie and Vin together destroy his evil ball. As soon as the dragon is freed from its clutches, it attacks Vin and starts absorbing his powers. But meanwhile Lin comes there and she starts firing bullets at him one after the other. However, even these pills have no effect on him. He picks up Lian and throws her away, causing her to become unconscious. Victor drags Vin's girlfriend Rachel in front of him and holds her tightly by the neck. Vin helplessly begs for Rachel's life, but Victor has now become so cruel that he does not listen to her at all and kills Rachel by twisting her neck. Her death had devastated Vin from within. He could not understand what to do now. Without knowing that his powers are on the verge of extinction, he angrily starts fighting with her. If he knew that Vin would never be able to win against him this way, so he uses his remaining powers to turn the evil ashes of Victor's dead monster into stone. While Victor is absorbing Vin's remaining powers, the police suddenly arrive and Victor runs away. After this incident, the police arrest Vin as guilty and he is put in jail forever. On the other hand, after Lena's death, Victor had become the new owner of the company. Through his demonic powers, he had captured more than half of the youth of the country under his control. His powers had now increased so much that even sitting at a distance, he could easily destroy any person who went against him. Lin knew that if Victor was not stopped soon, he could become a huge threat to the country. She comes to that jail again to meet Vin, where he was kept tied with mantras. Lin cleverly hands him a demonic stone given to her by Effie. As soon as Lian leaves, Vin absorbs the power of the stone, which brings back his lost powers and makes him immortal once again. After breaking out of jail, Vin goes straight to Victor's warehouse, where the black magic material was being prepared for shipping. The bodyguards posted there try to stop him, but Vin kills everyone one by one. Victor tells him, "You seem stronger than ever. If you want, I can add you to my team." Vin says not everyone is an animal like you. Victor smiles and says, "There is a surprise for you." He shows Vin a pile of skins of necromancers and his girlfriend's severed head, which he had kept as a showpiece. Seeing all this, Vin's anger goes out of control and he attacks her directly. Then Victor pours the blood of the dogs on him, which takes away Vin's powers. After this, a fierce fight starts between the two in which they use all their strength to defeat each other. This time Vin does not give him any chance to escape. He tries to slit his chest with a piece of glass, but at that very moment Victor begins to absorb her powers. Vin was about to die, but in his last moments he puts all his strength into that piece of glass and drives it straight into Victor's chest. He kept thrusting it into Victor's chest again and again, and finally he put a magical seed in his mouth which started growing rapidly as soon as it entered Victor's body and tore his body, causing Victor's painful death. The next day when the commissioner gets the news of Victor's death, he tells Lian that despite knowing that Vin is a murderer, you came here to meet him and if he is not found in jail, you will get the harshest punishment. But as soon as he opens the cell door, Vin finds him inside, which leaves the commissioner speechless. By killing Victor, Vin had become more powerful. At the same time we see Effie who is going somewhere in the train when suddenly a man attacks her. With this, the story ends here. I hope you liked this movie. Thank you for watching.